quick. Indigo, another segment of Indigo in the cut and everything. And I really mean, when I say real quick, I really mean real quick. Okay? All right? Put on some lip gloss, baby. See? Okay. Hopefully the audio is catching and all that good stuff. If it messes up too badly, we'll trash it. Okay? The beauty of the internet. We'll trash it and everything. So real quickly, it's been a minute and everything like that. Got my quick notes. Been marinating and going through eclipses and astronomical whatever things, when you're a high vibe being. It be the little big things. It be the big little things. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully everyone's going through this season the way they're supposed to. Getting it how they live and everything like that, and acting accordingly. And okay, like I said, real quick. So we got a nap going, and I'm about to be on a field trip at a pumpkin patch and all that good stuff. But no matter, right? I'm just here, so I don't get fined, and to deliver a message to the good love doves, i.e. you, if you so choose to account yourself. So basically, the last few videos, and I know it's been a minute, but yeah, my God is a God of completion. So being made in His image, and I'm obligated to complete. So I'm just gonna go ahead and complete this. I'm gonna combine them because I was doing them one at a time. So this one is gonna be about um, love, self-control, and gentleness. Right? We're talking about the fruits of spirits. One of my favorite topics. I don't think it gets talked about enough. And everything about the external evidence of internal growth. When we talk about doing the work, and everything like that, the work is a largely unseen, and the parts that people do see can be misconstrued as crazy nonsense, woo woo nonsense. Like why are they selling all their stuff? Because God told them to. You know what I'm saying? What's on the other side of all this stuff that you can't take with you when you leave here, including your body. It's just a better deal. It's just a better deal. I'll sell everything. Just to, what I'm saying. Ain't nothing here. I didn't even want this stuff. This is what I could get. This is. I digress. So I said it's a long time, but uh, uh, welcome. My name is Indigo. If this is I know how internet things work. If this is your first time, my name is Indigo and everything like that. Hello. And this is the Apex Radio Show platform. We got a lot of different things going on with the Apex Radio Show platform. And Indigo in the Cut is just like my little, I like to talk my talk. I don't always have to have a, guest and everything like that. And, just spread what's on my heart, the message on my heart. Because if I can help one person, it's a good day. It's a good day. Because 8 billion people in the world, if you can help one person outside of yourself, you can claim success, in a good amount of areas and stuff like that. So hopefully this does help. I don't really talk about the most popular topics, but what goes on after we know this temporal time ends is pretty important, I think, and everything. So if a person has honestly, if a person has an insider tip over something that can benefit you, wouldn't you at least want it, whether you plan to use it or not? I want all the tips, whether I use them or not. Might be today, might be tomorrow, might be next year that it might be helpful, but I'm glad I have it in my pocket, right? So anyways, love, gentleness, self-control, those are 3 fruits of the spirits. I'm going to combine them because one by one was taking too long and stuff like that. And so yeah. So as far as love, gentleness, and self-control, those are 3 fruits of the spirit. So if you don't know fruits of the spirits, it's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I already talked about joy, peace, patience, and faithfulness in previous videos. And so I'm going to combine self-control, love, and gentleness, right? So love is one of my favorite topics to talk about because love is just, I mean, if you don't have love, life ain't worth living, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from a family member, a friend, a mentor, just that connection that supersedes like just transactional. Love is not necessarily transactional, not the way that it's supposed to be done, or it's supposed to be acted upon and everything like that. Love surpasses, like, just love. Love is the salve that surpasses all wounds, all understanding. It's what heals you. They even have the experiment with plants. You talk bad to a plant, the plant's not going to thrive as much as as much as it could. You know what I'm saying? But you talk good to a plant, it's gonna thrive, and have all the other circumstances be the same. And you talk, the only difference is how the energy that you're giving a thing, and it's the difference between thriving and surviving. And so, just on that minute scale, imagine us as humans, imagine us as energetic beings, and the words that come out your mouth are so powerful. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And as children we just live in the lens of just like just love, just general, like, we learn transactional love through our infant years and everything like that. I cry, mom takes care of me, I do this happens. We learn cause and effect. But our natural lens is just, is just beings of love. Just I'm just gonna give it if I can. Now the thing is, with this world and everything like that, self-control is super important, because you could we misconstrue love. We misconstrue love with a lot of other things, lust, um, envy. It just gets misconstrued with a lot of different things and everything like that. So self-control is a big component of love. I'm just gonna combine them, right, and everything. Like I said, I'm on my way. Got a pumpkin patch field trip to to chaperone and stuff like that. Life be life in. But self-control. So as a parent, for example, self-control is paramount. As paramount. If you don't have children, maybe you have pets. If you don't have pets, maybe you have nieces and nephews. Maybe you have somebody that you're in charge of and everything like that. And self-control comes into play when it's empower. Self-control comes into play with power, because when you have the power over somebody that you're taking care of, that doesn't necessarily have anything to give you in return. um you know uh Self-control is important. Anything. And the thing is, my next video is going to incorporate the divinity of it and everything, like, because power and authority comes as a grace of God and everything like that. um Nafis, what's your name? Hi, Kill. My name is Indigo. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I don't read what language is that? You wrote in Arabic? Is that Arabic? um, yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yes, oh yes. So self-control, and power dynamics. It's very important for the people that you're following, for the people that's taking care of you, for them to have self-control, because corruption. Corruption is just power without the divine alignment, of taking care of the people that you're supposed to take care of, and everything that are under your power and your control to do good for them or to do bad for them. And it's just like, what's the difference? We have all these things in the news right now, diddly the diddler. And politics is especially in America, politics is like a really big thing. And and just a lot of these things around corruption and the misabuse and the use of power is coming up. And it's just like, okay, yeah, these people have authority as far as their positions and everything like that, but where does self-control come in? Who are they? What are their guardrails? What are the guardrails love? Is their guardrails love of, and if it is love of what? Love of people, love of power, love of God, and everything, love beyond themselves, or is it just love for? And honestly, corruption, I don't see it as a form of loving yourself, because it's like, if you truly loved yourself, then you wouldn't be able to do certain things to your fellow man and women and stuff like that. So and then with gentleness, just as far as bringing that in, gentleness also plays an important role in power as well, because you know, again, like there's all types of discipline. Me personally, I took a parenting class and everything, and you know, upbringing is very important. You know, conditioning versus, you know, nurture versus nature. So when the way that you're nurtured when you're brought up, you know, a lot of the times, especially if you become a parent and, you know, you get in charge of your own, you know, tribe or group of people, a lot of that stuff, you know, subconsciously, you know, since the subconscious runs a good amount of your, you know, perceived behavior, externalized behavior, um, a lot of that is learned, you know, a lot of it needs to be unlearned because some of it came from, you know, a hurt place or a traumatized place, you know, childhood trauma. I'm a childhood trauma coach and everything, childhood energy healing coach. And and you know, a good amount of our learned behaviors we don't even necessarily have a good idea of, because it happened in our childhood before we had, you know, boundaries or a sense of okay, you know, things are a lot of things are out of my control. So, you know, the people in charge of me, I just have to listen to them. It's almost like you don't even second guess it because it's all you know. You know, if something's all you know, then it's all you know. And then on top of that, you add in epigenetics, and you know, and the trauma of your ancestors or your forefathers or foremothers. It gets passed on to you be before your even first conscious thought, you know, before your even first perceived sense of senses, you know, and everything. So it's in the blood, it's in the, you know, the genetics and the DNA, and it gets real deep, you know. So healing is important. Healing really does matter. It's not just something that you do just so if you have time or anything like that. It's definitely something that if you're talking about legacy building, if you're talking about, you know, generational healing and generational health, then it's paramount. You know, it's paramount. You know, so just being gentle with your, you know, starting with being gentle with yourself, has such a resonating impact on future generations and people that you can impact, because you can't give what you don't have. So if your environment hasn't introduced you to, you know, just gentleness, just love, and then you haven't demonstrated, you know, you haven't, your leadership or the people that you're supposed to, you know, have power of you, haven't shown you, demonstrated self control or gentleness. You know, you have to. That's why I say you have to do the inner work. You have to go inside yourself and cultivate that inside yourself, so that that's something that you can provide to others. You know, especially if you plan to be a servant leader in any type of way. And honestly, you don't even have to have nobody following you to be a leader. You want to be a leader of yourself so that you can have more to offer those that might in the future be able to depend on you, or you know, or you know, everybody's plan isn't to be a parent. Everybody's plan isn't to, you know, have, you know, certain ways. I mean aunts are important, grandmother like, not, of course that's still having kids and having kids, but mentors are important. You know, father figures, you don't have to have kids to be a father figure. You know, just working on your masculine energy and being a safe space and being a protector and provider. You don't have to have a wife and kids for that. A lot of times that is a guy's motivation to get, you know, dust off himself and get up and wash his face for the day, you know, to have people that depends on him. But it doesn't have to be the traditional way, especially as we go into the new earth order neo shit. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag neo shit, you know, new earth order. So as far as like, you know, things, we're about to see things that we never saw before because we're closing chapters and everything. Things are getting revealed. It is what it is. Nothing's changed really, outside of the fact that it's become so apparent that people can't put their heads in the sand anymore. But you know, at the end of the day, the fever has to burn off a lot of these germs and toxicity anyways, so we can even start making healthy decisions towards the future. And you know, and I do pose, you know, just meditating on things, like I said, like the fruits of the spirit. It doesn't matter what religion or practice or, you know, spirituality, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter what that looks like for you for real. I think that, you know, as long as something is pointing you to, you know, God, a higher power, like me personally, Jesus is my Lord and Savior, you know, that for me, you know, I personally feel, solidifies at least my level of salvation. But that's available to everyone. Like, that's nothing for me to be selfish from. Like, I see, love is abundant. Like, love is not stingy. Love is not, oh, you do this for me, I do that for you. Grace and mercy is available to us all. It was handed to us all. It's available to us all. Whether you choose to take it or not is a beautiful gift of the divine, of God and everything like that. Because he wants you to, he like anybody, like love. Love is the best when it's organic. Love is the best when it's real. Love is the best when it's a choice. You can't make me love you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when people encounter like truly true beings of love, they're confused because 9 times out of 10, especially in my personal experience, 9 times out of 10, I'm meeting people and they've never actually met somebody who don't have these preconceived, determined, like it's just like, I just love you. It's fine. I see, and the thing with God too, he knows our heart better than we do. He knows our mind better than we do. We got all this other stuff in the way, and still chooses to love us, despite that, and that's patiently waiting, for it can never be returned to the same level, but like just to be chosen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people miss that, especially toxic individuals, especially people that have been overwhelmed by toxicity in their life, so much so that they start emulating a lot of those anti productive behaviors. So yeah, so people run into somebody like me and it's just like, yeah, it truly is good and green here, you know what I'm saying? And it confuses people. And then unfortunately what happens is then people project all their nastiness and and mirror and all this other stuff, because they don't know what to do with good, real goodness and love. Like, and then it's so crazy because they'll say it out their mouths like, oh, I didn't know people like you existed, and da 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 da. And as they're shooing dust on your face, it's like, okay, well, I gotta go. I can still love you from over here, but yeah, I'm sorry that, like, I'm sorry that, this is overwhelming for you and stuff like that, and everything. And then we just go to shine our light somewhere else, go to just love our love somewhere else, but still the love is still there, just, you just can't be graced with my physical presence and stuff. And then, and it takes a certain level of self-control to understand that, to perceive that and to not take it personally and stuff like that. Love just allows you to still be gentle with people in their ignorance of not having been loved properly before, or not knowing how to, since they're so guarded from the world and the world treated them so bad. Mind you, I've had multiple attempts on my life. I've been abused in all types of, the black woman in America, and stuff like that. But if you truly have love in your heart, it's nobody can take it from you. Nobody gave it, especially if nobody gave it to you and cultivated it yourself. Nobody could take it from you. You know what I'm saying? And and the more I understand like the level and the depth of the love that was granted to me before I even knew that what it was and that I needed it, the more willing I am just to, do silly stuff like this, like come on and talk about the fruits of the spirit and everything while people are, doing whatever they're doing in these last days and times and everything like that. So that being said, 3 more fruits of the spirit: gentleness, love, self-control. I could definitely go on. I probably will in future and stuff like that. Definitely message on below. Like, subscribe, share if you care, and care to and everything like that. Hello to everybody that jumped into the live and everything. Blessings to you, to your family, to your loved ones and everything like that. And yeah, and have a happy, beautiful Friday. Catch up on some of the episodes of Apex Radio Show. My next one, like I said, I'm a creature of completion and everything like that. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna have something to do with goodness. And what's the other one? Goodness, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. I think kindness and goodness, I decided those were going to go together because to me, goodness, everything good is God. You know what I'm saying? Can't talk enough about it. Can't talk enough about it on this here Satan's network. Satan's internet and everything like that. But yep, that's it. 20 minutes and everything like that. A few minutes overdue. But loving everybody. Gonna be signing off energetically. Everybody have a blessed, wonderful day. And yeah, subscribe if you like the vibe. You feel me? Let me see how we do this. All right. Bye.